one, right now Bitcoin is $2 trillion. You're saying in 21 years, $280 trillion. How do we get there?
What I'm saying is the wealth in the entire world is growing because of innovation, because of technology, but also because of inflation. And people are thinking to sell their Central African real estate to buy Bitcoin, or sell their Siberian natural gas to buy Bitcoin, or sell their Argentine currency to buy Bitcoin. So as people migrate their capital into this global monetary asset, that asset class is going to grow faster
than the rest
than
of
equity, faster than gold, faster than real estate.
But also, did I read somewhere that you're saying each Bitcoin would be worth the equivalent of $13 million?
Yeah, well, when you crank in the growth rate, which for me, the base case is 29% a year on average for 21 years, that gets you from where we are today to 13 million a coin in the year 2045.
All right, so we've talked about the financial parts of this. You and I have had great conversations in the past about the humanitarian part of this, right? And I want to talk about that. You just mentioned Africa, for instance. Bitcoin's philosophy and political promise. This is an article from 2022. It's not just...
Hey, Scott Russell, we've got a few just common sense things to ask you today and about crypto, the globalists, and the agenda. And think about it, what separates the globalists from us, the what they call the elites, we call the non-elites. It's their wealth, isn't it? It's the fact that they're billionaires and you and I are not. And so that gives them that self-righteousness, that condescending view of we're smarter than you, so we can just run your life and tell you what to do because you're all idiots because you don't have the money we have. That's the first thing, right? I want you to store that in fact number one. Fact number two, crypto, Bitcoin, off the charts. People are going, you know, I just saw a thing, a 20-year-old buying an apartment in New York City for 36 million. And so BlackRock's in there and buying it. And, you know I've talked a lot about Bitcoin, but I want to bring a different angle on some of that. And so if you're a globalist, and your identity is your wealth, your identity and your whole importance, everything, every layer of your life is your wealth. Why do they want everybody else to all of a sudden be rich? And have you noticed in this world too that everything's just lost its value? You know, all right, it still costs, but if somebody wants to, you can own a fancy car. It's not really that hard to get there. A Mercedes-Benz is, big deal. Porsche, big deal. And I think we're actually going to see a lot of people that are overextended in these cars, and things are going to be yachts and things are going to be going up cheap. I was just talking to a man that brokers yachts, telling me they were 30%, boats were 30% overpriced. Now they can't even sell them. But it's there, the abundance. People are just being so caught up in it all. And then there's this video I'm going to share at the end where they're talking about how people need to sell everything and buy Bitcoin. What's the 2030 agenda? You'll be happy and own nothing. And wouldn't it be a classic here if you've got globalists who are so wrapped up, like I've said, in their money and their identity is in their money, and that's how I'm so important because I'm rich. Then they're making all these rich people. And how easy is it to flip the switch on cryptos like Bitcoin? Gone. How easy is that? And what's happening is this on this video, I've heard this man say in other places, sell your gold, get rid of your gold and buy crypto. Crypto's where you're going to make it, not with gold. Crypto is that. It's hype. It's hot air. There's nothing behind Bitcoin. Some of the cryptos have backing, but that one doesn't. And it's just all reputation, hype, and whatever else. And so what a classic way to pillage people of their wealth. And everybody's in there rich, and think about it. It's like a casino. You're going to go into a casino and win. Every time you put down money, you win. You're going to go back in there, man. You're going to sell your house, your car, everything. Bring it in there and start putting it down. And that's what they're counting on, is that spirit of greed to come on people. And a lot of the Bitcoin and crypto people I've talked to are in that spirit. You can never contradict anything to do with their precious, beloved Bitcoin, or they're going to, get pretty aggravated with you. Yeah, you don't know anything. Yeah, I know the heart of man, and I know common sense. You're blinded by greed, maybe. Hope not. But if you're going to be happy and own nothing by 2030, and you're putting everything, like this video says, people are selling their real estate, they're selling things, putting it into Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's going to be worth this much money, and everyone's like, you're almost, in their view, they're trying to make you feel like you're the fool if you're not in crypto. I promise you, somewhere along the line, there's going to be a glitch. And it'll be Russia or China or somebody. They'll blame somebody, Satoshi, whatever his name is, the guy that nobody knows who made Bitcoin, somewhere along the line. They will use that as an advantage. And it'll probably say, oh, he's a Russian hacker and we had no idea, and he's taken down all the money and everybody's assets. And so all of a sudden people are going to get caught with their pants down, and they will be happy and own nothing. Then what they'll do is they'll present the answer. They'll present, it's that, cause the problem, present the answer. And they'll present the answer of, oh, we have a CBDC. A CBDC, central bank digital currency, is going to be regulated. So we're not going to have the criminals on there. We're not going to have people like this Satoshi Nakamoto, or whatever his name is, that is going to run off for your money, and the Russia won't be able to get involved. And the central bank digital currency. And because people are desperate, and people will have lost their homes, their cars, their boats, their whatever that they put the money into, and it's just the heart of people, right? I've been a minister for years. I know what people are like. You start waving things like excessive amounts of money in front of people, and it brings out all their character flaws. I remember when I first started in ministry, my father used to say to me, son, there's three things that'll take any man down. The 3 G's. 3 G's, the girls, the gold, or the glory. And pride, money, or girls. And I tell you, when, nothing personal, ladies, but it's just how it is. And as a man, if you don't have character, if you can't walk away from a situation that you know is wrong, if you can't walk away because of your greed, the girls, if you can't walk away from the girls because, some beautiful little darling's told you how wonderful you are, and she's willing to do whatever for you, if you're not man enough and you don't have the character in you to walk away and do what's right, to keep that woman's, if she's married, to keep her marriage, to keep her whatever, it's not your decision to break things up, to not cheat, to not run off with somebody, a man of character. The gold, a man that's not dazzled by the money. It's got to be the money, the money, the money. Or the glory, I'm so wonderful, there's nobody like me. And those statements, those ways of life will pull any man down. So anyway, to sum it all up, I think Bitcoin is going to be, it's a Trojan horse, like I've been saying. They've got an agenda inside of that thing, and when they get it in the gates on everybody, then army's going to come out from inside that horse and take over, and you will lose everything. I'm not saying don't be in there, but you do not get caught in a spirit of greed. Don't invest out of fear. Invest because it's in a right flow, following your peace. And if it's something's telling you go in, go in. When it's telling you to get out, get out. Me personally, I've had nothing to do with it. More than likely, I won't, because I had somebody a while back years ago now, opened up a Bitcoin wallet and said, you got to get into it here. And they sent me $1, sorry, flies, sent me $1 on Bitcoin. Don't even know where it is, did nothing with it. Am I wrong? Who knows? I live in what I live. And get into something that's tangible, not something they can just flick a switch and it's gone. Tangible assets. Spatial, that's supposed to come out in 2025, right? Spatial, the new internet that you're going to need your digital ID to access. When that comes out, then good luck trading Bitcoins and cryptos without anybody knowing. They're going to know, and they're going to come after it. But, yep, so you watch. Everybody puts their assets in. Oh, we're going to get rich out of this, darling. Gone. You'll be happy and own nothing. They'd have taken it all. They'll be sitting there laughing because they never lose. The house always wins. The house always wins.